charisma is the key to getting more clients, and I am a charisma coach helping online coaches get more sales and more money by teaching them charisma. This video will tell you the 3 different strategies that you're going to be using to get more clients for your business, and we are starting now. So the first point is to present your product charismatically. One of the huge problems that I see out there as in the online coaching industry is that these coaches, right, they have this really awesome talent, they have this extraordinary thing that they want to get out, but it's just so bland when they talk about it. The real thing is real good, but when they talk about it, they go over the basics, they just talk about what it is, what it's used for. They don't actually put any effort in putting it out and actually presenting their products and services correct. And that is where I see so many people making their mistakes. Because imagine me selling a product, right? And I just talked about it. I talked about, yeah, it's 2 modules and you're going to get rich, right? If I'd say that, you won't feel like, oh shit, I have to buy now, right? You'll just think, all right, cool. But if I actually started to put more feelings into it and I started to elaborate on how this can benefit your life and why you really should buy this, and this charismatic approach will lead you to get way more clients, because people can actually see the value because you're presenting it correctly. And I'll now tell you how you can actually present it correctly. So first off, it's not the person with the most knowledge that gets successful, but rather the person that can explain and communicate its value that gets the success. The key point in presenting your product charismatically is honestly just to put more energy and put more passion in it. If you, instead of speaking, and this is just from my own experience as well, I used to have a product where I would, what was it? Yeah, charisma for teens to attract girls, right? And I would elaborate on what it was. So let's say I had a CTA in my videos, which I did. Then I would just say, and yes, if you want to get girls and if you want to become charismatic, then press the first link down below. Would you click? Honestly, if I told you right now that I sold a coaching package where you could learn about dating and that was just it, you would not click, right? Because you would need to have already developed this thing that you already, this interest, right? But you don't. Most people don't. And that is where if you instead slowly walk them through the process and actually start to create these fantasies and these dreams, these positive things about your package, and then you say, yo, first link down below, it'll be a whole different thing, because now you have actually created this interest in the other person. And primarily I would say focus on putting feelings into what you're saying. Don't just explain how the program is, but actually explain how they'll feel when they have completed the program, how they're going to get there, like these more specific things, and just explain it in a powerful way instead of just leaving it at this monotone voice and just explaining, just like a teacher, right? I have these 2 different polarizations, right? So one of them is the bland instructor or the bland coach, the boring coach, right? And then I have the charismatic coaches over here, and this is where we are, right? And this is where the bland instructors are. And what they are doing is they're going through their program like this, and they're saying point 1 is this, point 2 is this, point 3 is this, and then it's at the bottom it's $499, buy it now. And they expect to honestly get clients. But compare that to somebody who isn't just going over the list. He actually sold the whole product without even selling anything of what was inside. He just sold the dream result and what kind of feelings you would get at this dream result and why you should do it, because that is what convinces the other people. Alright, and point 2 is convincing them charismatically. Now that you know how to present your product, you need to actually be able to sell it as well. You need to go into the specific ones people have actually said, alright, I'm interested. You need to know what is next. And the simple way that I do this, and that I recommend you doing as well, because I am the one trying to help you right now, is to focus on them. It's so simple. You just have to focus on them instead of yourself. When it comes to YouTube videos, instead of just focusing on yourself and just putting out some crap, what about you focus on the viewer and actually give them real value, like I'm trying my best to right now, because then you get what you put out, right? Input equals output. So focus on them, and specifically focus on their pains, their desires, their interest, and just when you're explaining, just go in depth with them, right? Go in depth with their pains, desires, just what I talked about. Because once you do that and you highlight it specifically, going in depth with that, then they'll start to feel, and they will start to feel, right? The feelings, like I told earlier, it's the feelings that really matter, and it's the feelings that are going to sell them and give them their money to you. Just imagine real quick that you actually take action on this, and instead of explaining your product in this bland way, like the bland boring coach over here, right? Instead of doing that, you instead become this charismatic coach over here, where you actually start to put feelings into your product and put feelings into how you explain it, so they actually feel it. Because once they feel it, that is where they will make the decision if they want to buy this or not. They won't even think about buying if all you've said was, I'll first help you with this, then this, then this. They won't care. They will care about the feelings, and they will care about how it will impact them. So focus on them, and you will have tremendous results going for you. Last point 3, is to present yourself charismatically. And the important part here is the first impressions. People have talked about it a lot, but people have said first impressions don't matter. I'm against this. I totally believe that, and this is from my own experience as well, I totally believe that the way you present yourself has a huge impact on your business, on your coaching business, on how people perceive you because of this first impression, right? Imagine people seeing you somewhere on social medias where you're marketing, and they think, oh shit, oh nice, this guy does fitness coaching, and you press, and they press on your profile, and when they do that, you don't even have a link to book a call with them, or you don't even have anything related to it. You just have a blank page or a profile picture that isn't even of you. It's of a cow or something, right? They will get so dissatisfied immediately, and what they actually expected was to get into your profile and you would just have all this going for you. You would have your testimonials, you would have a call to action, maybe they could even send you the money right there and right now, which a lot of people actually do. So why not have it there? If people are literally eager like I've seen this on websites, bro. I've seen that in my niche as well. People would have this whole program that they put out, and they would really explain everything, even put feelings into it. And then I was like, alright, so where do I pay? And I searched, and you had to email them, and then they would book a call with you, and then they would actually get the payment link out, right? But I had to do all this. Imagine if they just had this quick little small button in the bottom of their page where it just said buy now, and it takes like 5 minutes to set that up, and I was like, boom, I'm going to buy that, and they would have made a sale. I don't even know if they have any sales because they missed out on this so simple yet so underrated thing. I wouldn't even call it underrated. I would just say that people don't realize this, that the other part doesn't want to go through all this. If they want to pay, let them pay for your product. But anyways, back to the first impressions part. So first impressions are mainly your way of acting and the way that you present yourself. Let's just say, for example, on a YouTube video like this, if the first thing that you saw, your first impression of me was me being shirtless and just shouting at you, like trying to fight you, you would click off immediately, right? But yeah, honestly, just focus on setting your pages up correctly. It takes maybe 15 minutes to set all of your social media pages, all of your websites up. So it's just updated and it sets the correct information that the lead needs in order to pay for your products and in order to actually book a call with you or whatever you seek. How you act is just how you use your first 5 seconds of your videos. That is in general what I'm trying to get in on. Because like I explained earlier, if it's some angry guy, shirtless, trying to fight you, trying to shout at you that you are doing this and this and this wrong, then 99% of the people will just click off. But if you instead if you're honest and if you just have your palms out, you're not here to hurt anybody, people will see you way more innocent, right? The analogy that I use is just imagine you were on a street and you were going to meet someone for the first time and they didn't even know that you were there. They would just approach you, right? Let's say a YouTube video, right? You're scrolling through the feed. Imagine that just being people on the street and you approach one and the first thing they do is just that they start attacking you and shouting at you, right? It's not normal. It's not something that people would expect because they just want safe people. They just want to feel relaxed. So please just keep in mind of the first 5 seconds that you introduce yourself to the other person with. Even on sales calls, it's really important to just be nice and be innocent. And it sounds pretty logical, but most people just don't think about the 5 seconds, right? And then how you look generally comes under the same principle of just dressing like a normal person, or at least just dressing how you want others to perceive you. I think that is the correct way to say it. You need to act and look and be as you want other people to see you as, right? I want you to see me as a jacked guy. No, really, I just want you to see me as a normal guy, right? I don't need to have a suit on and have these high ticket clients, right? Because I'm just chill. I'm just sitting here. So why not do the same? Do as you want others to perceive you, right? I want you to perceive me exactly like I am right now. But some people would want high ticket clients, right? Let's just say you are a business coach and you sell your products to 10,000 per session or something crazy. Let's just say a month, 10,000 a month for your service. And the way you market it is through YouTube, and all of your videos are you being shirtless and you shouting at the camera, because there are people out there doing this and they are not the ones selling the high ticket clients. Alright, that was actually it. So the way that you get more clients is honestly just by becoming more charismatic and presenting your product more charismatically, presenting yourself more charismatically, and convincing them more charismatically, right? If you need any help with becoming charismatic in general, because this whole video was actually just about becoming charismatic, if you want my help with this, or just if you need any help, please write to me, write on Instagram or book a call with me down below. I will have a link to that and I will try my best to help you. And thank you very much for watching all of this video. It really means a lot to me and I hope that you have a really nice day. If you want to stay tuned, if you want me to get more value and give more value out to you, then please subscribe and stay followed on my socials, because I will put out value daily right now of my value that I have to bring as a charisma coach to other online coaches. So follow me for more and Have an awesome day. Thank you very much for watching this whole video.